folks, how's it going? Hope all is well. Okay, so listen, Steam have done an update to their software, and this update has changed the menu when it comes to the button config on their directory. And what this has done is slightly made my original RE4 button remap tutorial redundant. Not fully redundant, because there's some people that would have watched that tutorial and they would have basically just implemented what I did but on the new menu. However, I have been getting a lot of messages from people saying they don't know how to do my tutorial on the new menu layout. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a RE4 button remap tutorial version 2 with the new menu. Reason why I do this to show people is because the original controls on the RE4 are horribly bad. It was a product of its time. However, Capcom, with all the HD remakes that they decided to do, all the ports that they did on all different consoles, they didn't seem to want to update the controls and update it with RE5, 6, 7, 8 controls. You know, people want to be able to aim down the sights with the left trigger, and they want to be able to move the gun with the right analog stick. The original controls, you can't do this for some weird reason. We want to be able to play the original RE4 with RE5 controls, RE6 controls, 7, 8 controls. Aim down sights, shoot with the right trigger, move the gun up and down, and we want to be able to move the body left and right with the right analog stick. You can't do this on the original. I do not know why, but I figured it out, and I'm going to show people how to do it with the new menu. I understand the RE4 remake's coming out in I say 2 days from me making this video, and there's people out there that want to play the original first, but they don't want to play the original with the horrendous controls. So I'm going to show you how to do it. First, what you have to do is you have to go to controller setup, go to where it says Xbox 360 controller, button configuration, make sure you are on type 3. Not type 1, not type 2, type 3. Okay? Now, so as you can see, I'm in my Steam directory. What you're going to do is you're going to click on your Resident Evil 4 game, and then what you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way to this cog here which says manage. You're going to scroll down, you're going to click on manage, and then it's going to open up another tab, and then you click on controller layout. As you can see here, I'm using a DualSense. You may be using an Xbox controller, whatever, but it all means the same thing. Just literally follow everything I do right now, okay? Click on edit layout, and then what you're going to do here, you've got a bunch of tabs here. So what you're going to do here is you're going to click on joystick, and what you're going to do is it'll stay here, right joystick behavior. I'm going to need you to scroll all the way to this cog here at the side, and then what I'm going to need you to do is scroll down where it says output. I'm going to need you to change this to left joystick. Yeah, so you're going to need to change that to left joystick, and what you need to do is where it says the output axis just underneath, I'm going to need you to change this to horizontal only. Okay, so those are the only two things you need to do in there. Change the output joystick to left joystick and the output axis to horizontal only, and then I'm going to need you to press back. Okay, I have to press back twice. Okay, so now we're back here. Now what I need you to do now is, again, where it says right joystick behavior, there's a drop down box here. I need you to click on that. I need you to scroll all the way down, and it says create mode shift. I need you to click on this. What that is going to do now, it's going to create a new box here in the middle. And then now what I want you to do with this box is, I want you to, where it says right joystick mode shift, I need you to click on the tab of it, and on this one I need you to keep the outputs joystick the same and the out axis the same, but what we're going to do is at the top where it says mode shift button, we are going to change this to left trigger full pull. And then once we've done that, we are going to go back And then what I need you to do, one last thing, I need you to where it, at the bottom it says left joystick behavior, where it says L3 click. It might say something else if you're using an Xbox controller, but on the PlayStation controller it says L3 click. I need you to click on add demand, and I need you to go and press this button here. Okay, this is to reference the Xbox controller. On the PlayStation DualSense, if you're using it would be X, but for some reason the directory shows me Xbox controls, but whatever. But you click this one here, and once you've done all that, you go back, and there you have it. If you've done that all correctly, you should be able to have RE5678 controls on the original RE4. You know, aim down sights with the bottom left trigger, move the gun up, right, left, down, wherever you want to aim it with the right analog stick, shoot with the bottom right analog trigger, and also when you want to move the body from left to right, you should be able to just do it with the right analog stick now. You know, none of this just moving the camera. You can move the body with the right analog stick and walk forward and backwards with the left analog stick. And you can now run by holding down L3. Just press the left analog stick in, and you'll be able to have fluid controls. You can even do the 180 turn by just pressing the analog stick in. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely and fluid. The only grievance that you may have is that when you hold down the top left trigger to open up the knife, the right analog stick doesn't work to move it. So what you have to do is, once you've opened up your knife, you have to hold down the bottom left trigger as well to move the knife. I understand it can be a pain in the neck for some. However, you can't make an additional layer for the top left trigger. So you're just gonna have to hold down the top left trigger and bottom left trigger to move the knife. Yeah, hold down the top left trigger first, and then hold down the bottom left trigger second to move it. If you don't hold down the bottom left trigger, the knife doesn't move. But if you hold down the bottom left trigger, the knife moves. It's not really that much of a inconvenience. It's just, it is what it is. Yeah, I gave you the best I could, right? But yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the potential next Steam update. All right, take care.